Hi, Taurus. Welcome, welcome. Alrighty-roo. So, I've missed you guys, and I thought I would do a video just for you. So, this is, of course, for Taurus sun, moon, or rising. And what was I going to say? Oh, it's helpful if you check out the video before this one on the Capricorn energies, how it will be affecting you guys and your growth throughout this period. So if you guys want to head over to that video, shouldn't be too far down the list, but yeah, go ahead and check that one out, because that reading will, your reading will be based off of that information that I put. Okay, so it's just a lot more good information that's going to help you out. Okay. And last thing I was going to tell you guys, hello, welcome in, love you guys so much. Comment where you are tuning in from. How are you? How was your Christmas? Do you have any New Year's plans? What's going on for you guys? We just had the solar eclipse on December 26th, and we are right in the midst of two eclipses, that entanglement. It is a little bit intense, okay? So that's why I wanted to talk about this energy and how it's going to be affecting you guys, because there could be old things coming back from the past, old people. That is totally the theme, what I've been seeing, because like I talked about in that Capricorn energies video, is right now is the time to climb your own mountain and reach the peak of whatever you guys are trying to accomplish in your life right now, okay? Really, really important and significant time right now, because the planets, there's something going on with Saturn, how and Pluto's about transformations. Hi, Deepa. And Saturn is about discipline. And so whatever you guys have been really disciplined about and really dedicated to, you will see a payout and like a lot of accomplishments and things coming to fruition throughout this energy time in this eclipse, okay? Hold on really quick. So let's see what, yeah, there it is. Okay, so Taurus, you have someone like watching you, straight up. This could be vice versa. Like, you could be watching someone, okay? Like, this can be a stalking card. You're still keeping tabs on an ex, or keeping tabs on someone in your life that maybe you're not currently talking to, okay? Take it however it applies. This could be the other person, or it could be you, okay? I actually feel like, though, it's blocking a bit of your energy, because you're so consumed with like maybe what this person is doing or what they're up to. And so it's like, that's why it's coming in. There's some type of lesson or some type of moving on from that energy that's coming in. This is why I'm saying this, because, oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna switch this around a bit. So first off, Taurus, it could be a water sign that you're watching or is watching you, either or. It could even be both, because there's that entanglement, okay? But this is, if it's not a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, it could just be someone that at one time there was like a, you know, there's an emotional bond between the two of you, or at one time there was like a deep emotional connection, and so you still think about this person, you still wonder about them. I think even at times you think about reaching out and communicating to them. It feels pretty good, like, as far, you know, this doesn't feel like negative or anything. It's just kind of like, especially with the Tower card, but it's coming in upside down. So it's like you guys went your separate ways, but it didn't feel like a huge blow up or like a ginormous fight. It wasn't anything like that. It was just kind of like a dissipating, like a natural kind of separation, going separate ways. Like, that's why it feels like a very gentle tower, you know, like all of a sudden we're not in each other's lives anymore. All of a sudden there's this separation. So that's why I feel like you're still kind of like wondering or thinking about them, or vice versa, whoever this person is. And there it is right there, 8 of Wands. Like, there's the communication. I feel like they are going to be reaching out to you. Okay, that card. I seriously can't make up these cards and the energies because that's the overall energy right now, but the cards are coming into literally support what I've been saying about the Capricorn stuff. So be prepared. You will start to hear from some people. The past is circling back around. Okay. Aries, yeah, I totally get it. That is part of it. You guys might even be able to start sensing, like, especially for those of you that might be a little bit more intuitive or psychic, or, you know, like you have that sixth sense that you're very in tune with, you might actually start to have feelings or have things, even synchronicities or things happening in your physical environment. They're almost like giving you a heads up that this person is going to be reaching out to you. I have seen that a lot. So, yeah, so this person feels, this can be you or this person, because you've got the Strength card upside down. This person feels really like weakened by the fact, yeah, the nostalgia, because we've got, right, the Six of Cups. That's nostalgia. They're still thinking about you. But it's funny, they're thinking about you, but when they actually think about reaching out and communicating, they get really scared. Like they're wondering, like they're worried about how you'll respond, or they're worried that you'll reject them. There's something about they're really fearing that they shouldn't be talking to you. You know what I mean? Hi guys. Hi Ray. Walking Vibrations. Oh, hi Ashwini. It's good to see you again. Yeah, and you can feel them too. Oh, this is interesting. You know what I feel like? Is you've got so the next card popping out is the Fool card. That's kind of what I was talking about. This connection actually could be preventing you from a new beginning. Okay? You're still reminiscing about them, and maybe it's just because there's some type of like closure that's needed or something like that. And it's not like you owe, especially if this is reversed, if someone's having a hard time getting over you and you're kind of entangling with that, right? Those cords, you know, the cord cutting and all that stuff. If that's still kind of taking place between the two of you, then them still obsessing about you is hindering you a bit, because energetically you could be picking up on that while you're still thinking about them, reminiscing and things like that. It's because your thoughts are still with them, and there's something, it's all vibrationally, so there's something you have to look at in your current reality that you're not satisfied with, that's like dipping you down, like putting you in a low vibe. So maybe something about your work environment or your living situation. And so the way that you're escaping whatever current dissatisfaction you're going through is allowing your thoughts to think to this person, and that's also keeping the connection tied. Okay, it's keeping the connection still together. Do you know what I mean? That can be a big part of cord cutting, or, you know, all that stuff that we talk about. So let me see what comes in on the other side. Oh, okay, let me see. Bear with me for just a second. Interesting. Okay, so Taurus, there's something, this is exactly what I was talking about, okay? This connection, they could be reaching out to you, and it's like, there's something, because you got the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. there's something that you're fearing to do, to take the steps in the direction of, like maybe when it comes to a dream that you have or a goal that you have, there's something that you're procrastinating on. That's what I'm hearing. You're fearing to do something in the direction of your goals and dreams. And that's why, because the fear is the low vibration. And so as you're dipping down into that, it's causing you to be a match to this person, where the way that you're coping with the fear that you're dealing with is by going into your imagination. It's by going to like back to past memories that felt really good, rather than pushing forward into the fear. So it's actually a way that you're disconnecting from the progress that you're having to make to get to where you're wanting to be. And so the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about like slow and steady, you know, just every day push past your own fears, because that's going to help you move to this new beginning. There's a really good new beginning here for you. But I do think either you're thinking about reaching out to them, or they're thinking about you, or I don't know. Let me see what else comes in here. Oops, hold on. Yeah, so Two of Wands, it's like leaving behind the thing, you know, leaving behind this wand. This is done. You know, this relationship, I feel like it's kind of burnt out. The what you once got from it, it's run its course. There's new stuff on the horizon for you, but I think that you're still, and this is, I say this with love, this is such a Taurus energy, but it's like you're fearing the new. You're fearing new beginnings. That's why I'm saying this. Ace of Wands. There's new beginnings all over your spread. New connections, maybe even new romantic relationships for some of you, and you're fearing something about maybe putting yourself out there again, or, you know, getting everything that you want. This is a real thing. Like, when some people can actually have a fear of living their highest potential, being successful. And so that could be a thing that's like coming in and limiting you, you know, taking leaps of faith, because the Fool card, that's taking a leap of faith, you know, diving in the direction of what you're truly wanting to do. And I'm telling you guys, like, once you just decide, the universe starts backing you up, but you also have to go through and purge a lot of your own fears. And the universe does help you to do that, but it is very, very much so a trust fall process, you know? Like, you have to trust that when you take a step, when you take that leap, that the universe is going to catch you, you know? And it's so true. Like, I've had to see this time and time over again, and I still struggle with it. And it's just like, but eventually the fear is going to be purged from you. Eventually it is going to get worked out of you, but you need to kind of go with the flow, you know, allow the universe to come in and help you make some changes, because whatever is happening, I can see that you're dissatisfied with your current situation, wherever you're at. You're not happy. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but you're kind of like, some of you might be kind of trying to fool yourself into thinking, yeah, everything's fine. Sometimes, like, being positive about our situations is detrimental to change. Like, to move to the next thing that you want, you do have to be grateful and okay with where you're currently at. That's the vibration you have to come from. But covering it up with positivity, it also doesn't work too. I know that's going to confuse you guys, but you have to not lie to yourself by saying, like, I love my environment. No, I hate my environment. I don't like where I am. But then you have to go into the imagination and start conjuring up how you want to feel, so that you can be a match to what you're wanting to create. I hope that makes sense, because that's totally how it is. Okay? Ooh, this is good. Oh, Taurus. Okay. This, I feel like usually this is the Aries card. Here's the Emperor card. That's you. Okay? There's I feel like there's going to be a new opportunity come in. That could be a love interest. There could be an Aries that you're actually dealing with, but at the same time, you could have been dealing with them because you're entangling with something powerful about them that you feel like you're lacking. And that's what you're learning from them. You're learning how to do that. Like, that's that entanglement, because it's going to help you in your growth. So for some of you, that could be about like a new business, but I do feel like there's someone else that there's going to be a new attraction that once you move up to being kind of like the emperor of your own life, you're also going to be attracting the same. Like someone that you have an attraction to. This is a very phallic card, okay? But it's someone that's kind of in the power seat. They've taken the reins of their own life. They're very disciplined. They're setting up stability in their life. And I feel like that's going to be through the new beginning as you step into, okay? It's kind of delicious, I'm not going to lie. And then Seven of Cups. This is where I feel like, okay, Taurus. This is how it goes, okay? The Seven of Cups is doors opening. It's options, okay? And say that, right, Seven of Cups, so say that you step into a new beginning and there's like 7 options for you to choose from, okay? That sucks and it's overwhelming because you're having to make decisions and you're like, which door do I take? What do I need to do? What's going to happen, you'll have like 6 options that are a reflection of your old vibration and your new vibration. And 1 cup, the 7th cup, and you're going to have to figure out what that is. Bless your heart. But there's a 7th cup that's going to be the perfect thing. Like, not to put a lot of pressure on this, but there is one option that's like, boom, that's the door, that's the place I need to be, that's exactly what I wanted, and it's because you're still lining up your vibration to be a match to that. So right now, your work is to get in touch with emotionally what you're wanting to create, okay? Whatever you need to start thinking, like, say for instance, you don't like where you're working, you need to start getting into the vibration and start imagining what your next work environment will look like. I've seen this happen, you know, like before, and I'll tell you guys this quickly. So, like, you guys might have known, I used to work in events, and I used to work in a lot of businesses, and so I came to a point where I wasn't satisfied with a job that I was at, and I was like, oh, I didn't know what I wanted. And so then it was really crazy because I started thinking, I first started stepping into the emotions. I was like, okay, I want a job where I feel more happy and fulfilled. So I started getting into the emotions of that, okay? Just bear with me because this is interesting. So then what you do, once you get into that higher vibration, you know, you're releasing those higher vibrational brain chemicals, then the universe actually starts bringing in little clues and reflections of the direction that you will go in, because it's a very specific path, okay? It really is like this. And so what I started seeing is there were all of these signs kind of popping up around me of like conventions and expos and like, you know, these really grand big events. And I was like, that's really weird. And so then all of a sudden I saw this job position pop up for an exposition, like, event manager. And it was perfect. I applied, boom, that was it. I got it like pretty much on the spot, and that was it. That's what I'm talking about. It's like this really fine process, and this is like gold information. It's a patient process. That's a part of that 7 of Pentacles. But it's like planting the seeds in the direction of what you're wanting, you know, and it will manifest. But you have to put in the work just emotionally, okay? So I'm going to leave that there, Taurus. Sorry, I just like lectured you guys, but I think that might help you, especially during this eclipse part. So that was at least for one of you out there. So hopefully, guys, I will have my videos back to normal throughout this week. And anything else I want to tell you? yeah, just thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful New Year's and that you're just kind of smoothly cruising through all these freaking crazy energies. And so, with that being said, Taurus, I'm sending you guys so much love. Wishing you all the best. Take care.